having, experienced the physical loss of my mother this year, one of the things that Monica and I have spoken about between ourselves is have the opportunity to share with those who you love, with those who have given you any type of good benefit. It could be your parents, it could be your siblings, it could be your spouse. Share how important they are to you. And not just like, oh, I love you, and not just, but actually say, and like we've done a few times in this podcast, and I know I've done this in life, and I know you've done this in life. So, remember when I was, 20 years ago when I was this and you were there, and they're great lessons after the fact. And you've shared many with your father, for instance, who now is not really capable to receive from you your appreciation and thanks. But so many of us still have so many people in our lives to whom we owe all kinds of debts and all kinds of appreciation and gratitude. But either, and I'm speaking for myself, sometimes you just feel, well, they know it. Why do I need to share it? Or it's something that's a little bit uncomfortable to talk about it.
We withhold sometimes. I mean, if they upset us the day before, or the week before, or maybe they're going through their own struggle and maybe they're not as there for you as they once were, whatever it is, we often give ourselves excuses to behave in ways that, the ego will be a little bit happy. I'm not going to tell them, and they know I love them, but I'm not feeling as if they're deserving of hearing that right now in this moment for whatever reason. And I know that sounds harsh, but I think that is the case very often.
That's interesting. Well, so I guess the second thing we're saying is make sure you use this time that you're a little bit less at work, maybe more with your family, or even Zooming with your family, to I really strongly take an evening, if it's just you and your siblings and your parents, or whatever that combination of family and or friends is, and just share your gratitude with each other about something that happened this year, about something that happened 30 years ago.
Another one that I hear a lot is that the family member will say, oh, they're just too busy with their life right now. I don't really have a place, they don't have a place for me. So I'm just going to be, there's all kinds of tricks the ego does, and it creates more space and more separation. So yes, this holiday season, especially, it's been, a difficult year for many of us. Take the time to really say how you feel, to make sure they understand it, even own the things that maybe you wish you had said more of or done more of. You
will never regret giving thanks and appreciation.
Giving more. You will always regret
not
having done it.
Absolutely. Sure. Absolutely.